Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be showing you how to make my favorite French pastry, Kouign Amann. Kouign Amann is a laminated pastry dough that is rolled in sugar, so when baked it has a caramelized exterior and a soft and flaky interior. This recipe might look intimidating, but I will walk you through it step by step so you can be confident making them in your home kitchen. The first thing we are going to do is grate 2 sticks of butter and put them into the freezer. This will allow the butter time to chill while we make the pastry dough. Next, we will get started measuring out the ingredients for the pastry dough. You will need 10 grams of butter, 2 grams of active dry yeast, and 275 grams of all-purpose flour. To activate the yeast, you will add the 10 grams of butter melted and 2 grams of yeast to 2/3 a cup of warm water. Gently mix to combine and set aside to allow the yeast time to bloom. Now we are going to sift the flour into the bowl of a stand mixer. To the flour, you will add 1 teaspoon of salt and the yeast mixture. Mix on low speed using the dough hook attachment until the dough is smooth and fairly firm, about 2 to 3 minutes. Flatten the dough into a square shape, wrap it tightly in plastic wrap, and refrigerate for at least 1 hour. On a lightly floured surface, roll the chilled dough into a rectangle measuring about 24 by 8 inches. Add your frozen grated butter to the bottom third of the dough. Then, fold dough over the grated butter and seal the edges. You're now going to roll the dough out again into a rectangle measuring about 24 by 8 inches. You will start to be able to see the small pieces of butter incorporated throughout the dough. You want to make sure when you are rolling the dough that the butter does not melt or break through the dough. You are now going to complete your first turn by folding your dough in thirds and rotating 90 degrees. Roll the dough out again into a 24 by 8 inch long rectangle and complete your second turn by folding your dough in thirds and rotating 90 degrees. Wrap your dough in plastic wrap and place into the refrigerator to chill for 1 hour. You are now going to roll out the dough again for the third time, making sure to sprinkle flour as needed so the dough does not stick to the counter. Completing these turns is what is going to give you the flaky layers of your pastry. You are now going to fold the dough into thirds to complete your third turn. For your fourth turn, you are going to sprinkle sugar onto the dough and use the rolling pin to press the sugar into the dough. The sugar is going to caramelize when you bake the pastry, giving the pastry its unique caramelized exterior and flaky, soft interior. Once your dough is rolled out into a rectangle, you are going to sprinkle the dough with more sugar, using the rolling pin to gently press the sugar into the dough. Continue to add more sugar when you fold your dough into thirds to complete your fourth turn. Add more sugar to the top of your dough and roll out into a large 16 by 12 inch rectangle. Using a bunch scraper or knife, cut the dough into 12 4-inch squares. Grease a muffin tin or pastry rings with butter. Take a square of dough and press into the leftover sugar. Fold the corners of the pastry into the middle of the square, making a rough pinwheel shape. Fold the tips of the corners back and place into the pastry ring molds or muffin tin. Continue this process with the rest of your dough. Cover your dough with plastic wrap and let pastries rise for 30 to 40 minutes. Bake in a 375-degree oven for 20 to 25 minutes or until golden brown. Take your pastries out of the oven and let cool for 10 to 15 minutes. Gently remove pastry rings or take pastries out of the muffin tins and allow to cool on a cooling rack. These pastries have a delicious caramelized exterior and soft flaky interior. I hope you enjoyed following along and feel inspired to try this classic French pastry at home. It's a labor of love, but the result is so worth it. You can find the recipe link to my blog in the description box below. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to subscribe for more delicious recipes and baking tips. Happy baking!